Now let's observe the complexities. First, the time complexity for the recursive solution. So in this problem, we are making k number of recursive calls inside each call. As we have taken the for loop starting from 1 to step size k, right? We have taken 3 as step size for our example, so there will be 3 recursive calls at each step until we reach to the nth step or until we reach the last step. So the time complexity will be 3 raised to power n in this case. Now let's analyze what would be the space complexity for recursive solution. We are not storing values in any container, right? But we do have call stack. The maximum depth of the recursion tree will be n, so the space complexity will be order of n. Now talking about top-down and bottom-up approaches. In top-down approach, we are taking an array of size n to store the result at each step. So all the repeating recursive calls are going to cancel out and we will only be calculating the result at each step only once. We're not repeating calculations of any value. For example, if you want to find out the total number of ways to reach to the second stair, we don't have to recalculate the total number of ways to reach to the 0th or first stair. The recursive calls will find these values already stored in the array and will get these value from there, and after adding up these values we can get the value for stair 2. So that's why the time complexity will be order of n. Now let's see the space complexity for top-down. The space complexity for top-down will be order of n because we are having an array of size n, and we will also be having n entries in the stack at maximum, so it will be order of n. Now let's analyze the time complexity for bottom-up. In bottom-up, we have taken 2 for loops. Outer for loop to go through each step, and total steps are n, so complexity for outer loop is n and the inner loop is for step sizes. It starts from 1 and goes till k. So the total time complexity will be order of nk, but we can ignore k here as we're analyzing it asymptotically. So this will be order of n time. Now space complexity for bottom up. Space consumed is order of n as we have taken an array of size n to store the values at each step.